Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm going to review Mashin Sentai Kiramager. Well, actually, it's written as Mashin Sentai Kiramager, but I'm going to say the way it's pronounced. Now, I'll start with episode 0, which is this like a short movie around almost 30 minutes, and it takes place before the event of the main series. Now, episode 0 starts with this planet called Crystalia, which is a planet that is made out of jewels, and all the people are made out of rock gems and stuff. And the leader of Crystalia is a king named Oridin, and he has a daughter named Makushina, who is the princess of Crystalia and the sole heir. Now, at the beginning of episode 0, Crystalia was being invaded by uh, an evil empire called Jotunheim, or the Jotun Empire. And yes, it attacked Crystalia, and when that was, and Odin was fighting all of the forces, and then afterwards, he told Babushina to take the 5 Kirame stones to Earth and find 5 humans, which each of the stones are compatible with. Now, the Kirame stones are living gems that can also talk. And the colors of each one are red, blue, green, yellow, and pink. And pink is the only female out of the 5. She's the one who has the high female voice. Now, as much as Mabushina wanted to stay and finalize on her father, at least she didn't want to leave her father. She decided to go anyway, and search for the humans to help defeat Jotunheim. Then she arrived on Earth, and eventually she met up with this guy named I don't know if I'm saying this right, Hakamanami Mirio. I just call him Mirio, for the time being. So yeah, Mabuchina met up with him, and I think she told him about the mission and gave Mabuchina what all she needed, for her quest. Now, while she was during her time of searching for each of oh yes, the humans to become the new heroes, on Earth in this high school, there was this guy named oh yes, Asuda Yuru, and he is an artist and likes to draw, and this girl, her name is yeah, Masuki. Oh wait, yeah, Masuki. That's all I remember from her name. And yes, he told you to draw a picture of her, and yeah, he decided to do it. And it took the whole episode for him to finish a picture, which I'll talk about later on. Now, doing his drawing, at the same time, Mabuchina was looking for the people to become the heroes. Now, one of the first people she met up was this guy named Shiguru. Oh yeah, Ichikiri Shigeru. And when he was first appeared on screen, he was shown fighting. He's dressed as a samurai and fighting out these ninjas. Of course, it turns out that these were all actors, because they're all filming a movie, and Shigeru is a famous actor. And then Mabushima came along and gave Shigeru the blue Kirame stone. The next person to Mabushina to locate was a girl named Se- Hayamoto Sena, and no, Hayami Sena, and well, she is a famous track and field athlete, and she was given the green Kirame stone. The next one was an a famous esport professional named Imusi Tametomo, and he was given the yellow Kirame stone. And the final person to from Machina to give the final stone to was a woman named what is oh yeah, Hoshiro. Hoshiro is oh yeah, Hoshiro Sayo. Yes, was it Hoshi? Anyway, yes, her name is Sayo, and she's famous, a world-renowned surgeon. And one, and she got the pink Kirame stone. Now, once those four got their stones, they all met up at the headquarters, which is called Karat, as in Carat. And Mirio, he's head of Karat, and he gave the new heroes these devices called Kirameija changes. Also, while that was going on, the red Kirameija stone was still looking for his human. But back to the other four, yes, eventually they went on a mission and then went somewhere, and then they were attacked by the enemy. And then, they started to they used the Kirameija changers to henshin into the hero forms. And Shigeru became the Unstoppable Edge, Kirame Blue. Senna became the Dashing Lightning, Kirame Green. Tametomo, Tametomo became the Precise Shooting, Kirame Yellow. And Sayo became the Incredible Dexterity, Kirame Pinku. And together, they became Mashin Sentai Kiramager. And they started to fight the enemies, and one of the enemies shot Murray, and he died. And eventually, they fought off the enemies and won the battle. Although it turns out that it was all a simulation, and Murray didn't really die. It was all just a test to see how strong the team is. And Mabishima, she slapped Muriel for making her worry like that. Uh, but eventually, the real teacher has arrived, and Kyurame Redo was still looking for his human. And then we get to the actual series, starting with episode 1. Oh, yeah, forgot to mention, at the end of episode 0, Euro, he already finished his drawing, only was some kind of like a cartoon version of Mizuki, very cartoony, not realistic, and she got upset, for the way she was drawn. But anyway, back to episode 1. Well, it starts with the Yoda Empire invading Earth, starting with Japan. And in the episode, Makushima came to the high school and gave Yuru the red Kirame stone. Now, now when Yuru first met Makushima, he was surprised because he never met an alien before. And at first he wasn't sure he could, fight enemy, but eventually he was they go to where the battle is anyway, and then he met well he saw the Kirameijas, and what he saw he was so impressed by what he saw. He went to all the to each one while they were fighting and drew pictures of them. Oh, and also well I can do it a bit later, but yes. And then eventually later in the battle well not yet, but eventually so the Kirameijas won the battle, and then when they went back to their civilian forms, Yor was surprised for who they were. I mean, because since they were famous celebrities, although for some reason he didn't recognize them at all. And then later he and he went to Carrot and he was giving his changer. And at first, Euro wasn't sure he could, be a Kirameija, but then came another battle, and then well, he decided to use the changer, and then he became the sparkling inspiration Kirame Riddle. Another thing that before he became a Kiramager, well, Hero he makes his drawings and well, but during his first battle as a Kiramager, he got an let me see oh yeah yes well, he became in oh no okay yes when one of the monsters became giant he became he suddenly yelled Kirame King, which means in speculation. And what he did was he decided to use his imagination. He drew five different vehicles for the Kirame stones to turn into. And eventually, well, the red Kirame stone became a fire truck and was given the name Machine Fire. Yeah, because and for Gru, well, uh, thinking about I forgot what the reason he made well the he made the blue Kirame stone into a jet called Machine Yero. I mean Machine Yeto, Machine Yeder, uh, Machine Yeto. Yeah, that was the name. And then for Senna because she's very fast. Well, Euro made the green Kirame star into a fire truck called Machine Maku for Sayo because she's a doctor. She was given a well, Euro turned the pink Kirame into a helicopter called it was given the name Machine Helico. And for Tamatoa, because he's the yellow member of the group, he gave he made the yellow pyramid stone into a shovel truck called Machine Shovel. And Tamatoa was said that he it was because of his color and not because of his skill set. But anyway, all the five pyramid stones became giant vehicles, and uh, and then the first episode of them becoming giant vehicles, well, a Helico and Jetta combined to become or Katai to become a giant robot called Sky Mage. And then in the next episode, the Fire, Maku, and Chavaru can Katai into uh, Land Mage. And I think the episode of that, when all five combined, or Katai, they became a giant robot called Kirameija. So as for the villains, well, like I said before, the called the Yoden Empire, and one of the villains is a being called an alien called Crunchula, and what he does is in the Yoden Empire they have these pulsars called the cats, and what Crunchula, well he has the ability to turn the Pekas into these monsters called Yamen, which means marksman. And when the Yamen create enough dark energy, it helps create these giant monsters called Yamenju, which means markspeed. And Cruncher, like he's uh, each Yamenju, I mean Yamen, are inspired by culture that Cruncher finds on Earth. Mostly from Japan, but others are, regular things that you see around the world. But anyway, there was an episode where Mabishina met with her uncle. Well, at least her uncle arrived on Earth, and his name is Garusa, who is the brother of King Oriden. And later on, it revealed that Garusa betrayed Crystalia, and then he joined the Jordan Empire. So now, another episodes we get new Kirameija stones, which became new Kirameija, and the, there was this let's see a a lifter called Machine Lifton, a steamroller called Machine Roland, and a carrying truck called Machine Carry On. And this happened because Shabaru, thought that Damatomi should be the leader. He's a Euro. However, Euro, but once he realized that he was best with the leader, yeah, he was sorry for it. Oh, I also forgot that the reason Euro became leader was, well, of course, because he's the red one, but in the show it says because those who, the one who is compatible with the red Kirameija stone becomes the leader of the Kirameijas. Now, then we can introduce to, oh yes, this guy named uh, Takemichi. And when Saya was out walking, and she and somewhere in the wild, in the forest or something like that, she got hurt, and Takemichi, he carried her out to have her move around, and eventually turned out that he was looking for a something called a moonstone. No, I mean a moonstone, which is some kind of he knew about the Kyome stones, and then eventually it revealed that he can henshin into, well, he has his own Kirame changer, and he can henshin into the shiny breakthrough Kirame Shiraba. And then the other Kirame joined, and they fought the monster. And then, oh yeah, and Mabishina arrived and stabbed him. And it revealed that Takamichi is Mabishina's adopted brother. Now, in the episode after that, it seemed that Takamichi knew Muro, and he, oh yes, he spent something to be waiting for him, and it was about a before that, Garza and Kashila kind of put a spell under Takamichi by giving him some kind of a dark changer. Well, he still makes changer dark, but eventually Mapachina got through to him and broke the spell, and Takamichi became good again. and revealed that the thing the mirror was getting ready for Takamichi was a giant machine called the drill gem, which has taken up a giant machine with three drills, and it can even has a warrior mode as well. It is the uh, oh yes another battle. Takemichi made arrived at Garrett and but revealed that he is the older brother of Mira. You see, what happened was that many years ago, King Oridon went to Earth and he met the oh yes Takemichi Muro, and then Mura was in danger, but Takemichi he saved Muri, and then he became a in order to save Takemichi's life, King Oridon brought Takemichi to crystal inhibited his body with crystalline crystals, which not only healed him but also caused his body to age slower than that of a normal human. And after that, Oridon adopted Takemichi into the royal family. He became the first human prince of Crystalia. Oh, and the reason I forgot to mention the reason Mapuchina he hit Takemichi in the first place, in episode before was because Mapuchina was upset that he wasn't there to help save Crystalia because she said that if he was there, then Orgadon would still be alive. And then we find some surprises. Oh no! Before that, when we get to order new machines, become Machine Dustin, which is a garbage truck, and Machine Magellan, which is a kind of cement mixer. And then, let's see. Oh, another thing that for Takamichi, because he was embedded with Kirameija stones many years ago, he also turned into a Kirameija stone himself and combined himself with Machine Brilliant. And I mean, he helps the Kirameijas fight, the Jamenji and Jamenshu as well. Then, oh yeah, as a surprise that there's that sometime before the Yoda invasion of Crystalia, King Oreda, Takemichi, and Queen Mabiuna, or something like that, where she, the queen, she sacrificed herself, but it was revealed that she transferred her consciousness into a Kirame stone, and then they Kirame found a stone that could help wake. Well, they found the Kirame stone, and then the queen, her consciousness woke up. Of course, they at first they didn't tell her what happened to Crystalia because revealed that back when she was still in her Crystalian form, she gonna gets shocked easily, and she didn't wanna. And Momoshina and Takamichi didn't want to upset her mother. But eventually, she found out the truth and was glad there are those who are still fighting the Yoda Empire, and she wished him luck, and then went back to her sleep. Anyway, then we got this movie, People Dream, where many people were falling asleep, but it turns out it was all a spell by this witch who was the sister of the witch who supposedly killed the queen, my view, I think that was her name. Well, anyway, yeah, uh, she well, eventually the Kirameija found out what happened, and turns out that there was the dream that was all was a dream that everybody was sharing, and eventually they defeated the witch, and that's not what happened in the movie. I mean, there's more stuff, but I don't want to make this video too long than it should be. Oh, and then we get an episode where we meet well this shrine prince, shrine maiden or priestess, Shinto priestess or something like that. But anyway, well, she doesn't have any emotions. However, of course, when the Kirameija met her, Tomotomo developed a crush on her. And then, during that episode, it revealed that the priest, the Shinto priest, who you recall priestman, since that he recalled him back when he was a child. Well, it turns out that he met, uh, he knew King Oriden, and then the priestess that Kirameija met, well, she started to show this device on her called a Yoden changer, and she changed into this woman called Yodona, and she said that she's the secretary of the Emperor of Jotunheim, Emperor Yodon, and she doesn't have any emotion still, but she became the new villain of the series, who joined all the other ones. Oh, I forgot to mention that Garusa, well, he has this machine drain called Yoku, which is supposed to be a drain where the front is shaped like the head of a T-Rex, and it can even has the mode. We have the T-Rex mode, so it can form as well. But eventually, the Kirameijas, they got another machine to combine it, and but it can also combine with it the Machine Express, and Machine Express can gather with Yoku, and when that happens, well, Garusa has no control over his machine. And this happens some episodes as well. And then we get oh yes, the Gear Machine get a new weapon because there was some. Oh no, wait, before that happens, it revealed that there was some kind of curse that the queen was caught in might also infect Mabushina, and but didn't want to tell her. However, they decided basically decided to tell her about it, and the only way to save Mabushina is to get these four items called the cornerstones, and when those collect all four, then you can get you can get any wish you want. And Takemichi, well, at first he wanted to use that to say to sort of crystal. No, 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 yeah, to save Mabushina. And eventually, the curse was lifted, I think, without those stones. But anyway, then we get but the game is to get a new arsenal, which is called the Gyurfu Arrow, which is a bow and arrow that's shaped like a phoenix. And you know when they shoot the arrow like this, it gives the Kiramager's new mode called an armor mode, which kind of these armor things over the costumes, but it only lasts for I think 100 seconds or something like that. And I guess that also gonna help Kimabichin of the curse as well. And Takamichi got a new which was to restore Crystalia to his former self. And then we get the movie Kirameija versus Ryusuya, and where well the Kirameija met up with the Ryusuya from the previous Sentai series, and see, but it was well, it turns out that four of the Ryusuyas were trapped inside this movie, and then Euro met up with Ko, uh, and then eventually Kanala and his sister Odo also were in the theater, and then at this movie theater, and all of them were stuck in the movie. Or before that, Kanala, well, he mentioned to Donna and well, fell in love with her. Of course, Donna had no idea what he was talking about since she doesn't have any emotions. And yeah, so the hero, the two super personalities in the movie, but eventually they got free, with the help of Kiran or Crayon, who was in the other super personality series, and she was well, there was a hint of her being there when they look about the mushroom alien, and I can figure it out shortly after Go did. And eventually, when came the battle to the final part of the movie, well, although she brought the resource changers in the weapons, and but also that she got them back by going to the monument where the Kishiryus were, and then her friends became real soldiers again. And we got a big battle of the real soldier and Kirameija fighting the enemy together. And they won the battle, and then there was a scene that we have where they talk about what they enjoy after the battle, and that was it. Now back to the series. The oh, and there was the Kirameija made the went on a mission to find this thing called Hokubo Kirami stone, and it was this stone that used to was the mentor of King Oradon back when he was a child. And when he heard about what happened to Crystalia, he was sad. But then eventually the Kiramichi got through to him, and then he became a new machine called Machine Hobo, some kind of a bird. And then another episode is revealed that King Oradon didn't really die. He transferred his consciousness into a stone. However, but before he do that, his body was trapped in something like carbonite, like Han Solo was. But eventually, the Kirameija found a way to free Oridan, and he went. He finally went into a Kirameija, so his consciousness, and then Yuru used his talents to turn Oridan into a Phoenix-like machine. And then when Oridan as a machine and Hugobo Kadai, they become a grateful Phoenix. And I think that's all the Kirami machines. Now, oh, and there was another special episode where it's revealed that Santa's benefactor were Masaki Miki, who was the developer from Yugen Sentai Kirameger, which was the Super Sentai series that was adapted into Power Rangers Jungle Fury. And we also had her daughter, Natsumi. I mean, she was a child when that during that series, and now she's an adult, and she joined her mother's family business. And then, well, now another surprise we had was that it turns out that Jordana, well, turns out that Emperor Jordan was living inside Jordana like a parasite, and he revealed himself to the Kirameijas, and it was an episode ago before the final battle, and well, in the next episode, one of his tools he was used with was called Shadon, and eventually he was defeated by the Kirameija, and then only Jordan was Yudorna was the only one left who he shared his body with. The and then the afterwards oh yeah, and some episodes later on and off first when Garusa saw what happened, he wanted to combine with Emperor Jordan and become the new Jamin to replace Shadon. But before he did that, he well, you see what happened in a previous episode. Jordana used her whip to combine Crunchylight into five beings. Of course, when it was destroyed, then the spore and could be that because one of his cells is missing, then he lost his creativeness. In other words, well, because of what happened was that in an episode where Crunchylight decided to he created a Jamin, a cat Jamin that would cause that could turn anybody into cats. Well, not completely cats, but give them cat ears and cause people to behave like cats. And then, well, when and only Juro, Sayo, and Senna were the only ones who were under the cat spell. And then Jura, in his, still think he was a cat. Well, he followed Conchula, and then eventually Conchula got some inspiration and decided not to serve the Emperor anymore. Of course, Emperor, he allowed to be defied, and since he didn't find a use for Conchula anymore, he threw him out. However, it turns out that Conchula saved him, and he needed something to do for him. So, well, once Garusa earned Jonas Rush, he became a new Jamin, and then there was a turns out it was all a trick to overthrow Emperor Jodan. And he used to use some kind of bomb, for it to happen. And then he was given a new from Yellow. However, it turns out that Jordan wasn't really dead after all. Anointed, and in one of the final episodes, it revealed that well, Yuru had this dream of king over the drawing when he was a child. How later on it was revealed that it was actually Garusa drawing. And I forgot to mention that Garusa was purple while his family was all light blue. Yes, and anyway, it turns out that Garusa and Orbitan used to be friends when they were really little. And Shadowfigure was, and then when Garusa was at the fountain doing something, Emperor Yoda came around and would expel him, causing Garusa to hate his family. And then once Garusa realized that his life was all been a lie, and that he was nothing but a part of Jordan's evil plan, he decided to fight off every Jordan which kind of kills him. And it got and Yuri was there during that battle, and he fell down, and it seemed like all was lost. And well, the Kirameija decided not to more. I mean, like he decided to go on and keep fighting the Emperor. And then Yuki came along and thought that Euro was alive, and well, the Kirameija went enough to find out what happened he thought when he was falling down the pit, the Yoku, Karusaki, just a heck of consciousness into Yuko and saved Yuro and told Yuro to defeat the Emperor for his life or for his sake, to join back in the battle. And he told Yuko to listen to Yuro from now on. And then came the final battle, and all six Kiramagers, uh, Henshin, and they got into their machines, Katai, and started to fight at the Emperor in the final battle. Oh, I forgot to mention that before that happened, well, Jordan, he killed Yotona because he saw her as a weakness, and so once he killed her, his Jamin was her Jamin was gone, and finally there was nothing in his way except for the Kirameijas. But they fought, and then it seems like it was a big battle. Then the machines fell down. And then it turns out, however, it was all an illusion that the Kirameija used by using the cornerstones. And then eventually, because Jordan let his guard down, the cure mages use the cure machines to defeat Jordan, and then he was this. Well, first I think Jordan went back to his um, smaller size, and then the cure mages fought him. And finally, Emperor Jordan was destroyed, and that was the end of the Jordan Empire. And then the episode, and then 3 months afterwards, it's revealed that there was some kind of virtual meeting that they had with the all of the Kirameija went to, and then they were talking about everything that has happened since the final battle. And for one, it was revealed that Mabishina has been crowned the new queen of Crystalia. And then yeah, and there was a monument dedicated to the Kirameijas on Crystalia. And then came Mitsuki, and she she said that you were promised to draw her better this time around. And then she found this but she drew a picture of these characters called which turned out to be the next Super Sentai team, Kika Sentai Gaija. Of course, I haven't seen that fuse yet, but I plan to someday. And then eventually, the episode and series end with the with It Revewing that Euro made film in the older Kiramagers in their civilian forms. And that's the end of Mashin Sentai Kiramager. Now, what do you think of it? Yeah, there were some good parts. Of course, I didn't like it better than Ryo Soja. Yeah, but yes, and also and for whether or not to let you to watch this, well, I don't think we would recommend it because, well, there's this episode that has this scene which I'm not gonna say what happens, but it's not something that I shall to see. So if you're a parent, I would recommend let you should watching that. But overall, yeah, it was an alright series, and yes, and a lot of fun toys for kids to play with, and good stories and stuff like that. So I think that's all I can say about machine about Kirameija in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.